What's good, people? Uncle Hotep back at it again. Happy Tuesday. Prisoners nationwide go on strike to protest modern day slavery. Modern day slavery. And you know, I like to point out your favorite Uncle Hotep used to work in Graterford Prison in Wilmington, Delaware. It is a state facility. I was a correction officer for 3 years. So I know a little bit about the prison system. Shout out to my COs out there that's still on the grind. Still walking that block. Still counting them inmates. They just had a riot last year down in Smyrna. One officer didn't make it home. So I know I used to think, you know, see the prison in Wilmington and one in Smyrna are kind of different down Dover, you know. But man, I tell you what, I tell you what. Now they're going on strike. They say this is modern day slavery. And I'm here to say it's nowhere near modern day slavery. It's not even close. You know what I mean? If you don't want to participate in any of the prison shit, then don't go to prison. To be honest with you, it's kind of I would say the way I looked at how I looked at prison. You know, the punishment was being removed from society. You know, but I think you have to make it a little bit harder just to make an incentive that you don't want to come back. Now, I'm not trying to make an incentive just to be a dickhead or jerk or whatever you want to call it. You know, I'm not. That's not me. I don't want to be mean or have these people do something. Hey, I'm trying to say, hey, don't come back here. That's how I felt about it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they're going on strike, man. And let me just read the demands. Let's read the demands. This is their demands. They're going on hunger strike. They're not working. Immediate improvements of the conditions of prisons and prison policies that recognize the humanity of imprisoned men and women. Okay, it should be, yes, you should have improved conditions. Like when I was in there, sometimes it could be, they be locking so many jokers up, they had to put 3 in the cell. Somebody sleeping on the floor. That shouldn't happen. You know, somebody shouldn't be sleeping on the floor. You shouldn't have 3 men in a cell. All that craziness. You know, but okay, I'll give you them. Immediate end to prison slavery. All persons in prison in any place of detention under United States jurisdiction must be paid the prevailing wage in their state or territory for their labor. Okay, you want to do that? Fine. Then you're not going to get any jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was working in jail, inmates would love whatever job they got, you know, because that would give them time to get out the cell. You don't have to mess with the inmates, go outside, cut the grass, all that other craziness. You know what I mean? But on the flip side, if you tell these companies, hey man, you got to pay us just as much you got to pay everybody else, they'll be like, all right, man, see you. then what are y'all gonna have? Nothing. I don't know about that. I don't think them paying you less money is quote unquote slavery. Now, you should get a decent wage, but what are you going to do with it? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. That's either pick your poison. That's a pick your poison here thing here. Either you're gonna get time and you might learn skills or stuff like that, and you'll get away from the jail for a little bit of time each day, or you know what I mean? You don't have it. Truth in Sentencing Act and Sentencing Reform Act must be rescinded so that imprisoned humans have possibility of rehabilitation and parole. No human shall be sentenced to death by incarceration or serve any sentence without possibility of parole. I don't know about that. No, I would say absolutely not. Like, do your time. Because you know what you're going to have then? If they want this, you're going to have people just, do all types of craziness, right? And say you can't be death by incarceration. They're going to have to give you a parole board. You know what I mean? This is wasting resources, man. And, again, what's easy how you fix this? Don't go to jail. Immediate end to the racial overcharging, over sentencing, parole denials of black and brown humans. Black humans shall no longer be denied parole because the victim of the crime was white, which particularly prominent in southern states. I mean, come on, man. Y'all really put this down as a demand. An immediate end to the racist gang enforcement laws targeting black and brown humans. How about don't join a gang? It's not racist. These gangs are out here acting a goddamn fool. No imprisoned human shall be denied access to rehabilitation programs at their place of detention because of their label as a violent offender. That's kind of bad. I mean, you should be able to get rehabilitated whether you're a violent or non-violent offender. State prisons must be funded specifically to offer more rehabilitation services. Now, this is where I'll agree wholeheartedly on. There is no rehabilitation services in jail. When I worked there was none. I mean, they had a few groups help the inmates, but for them to get better or something else, they didn't have shit, man. I'm just sitting there, them being straight up. Now, at what cost would this cost? I don't know. But would that be cheaper than having inmates? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like, you train them while they're in, they might not come back. I think that's where a lot of state prisons, where I was at, there was really no rehabilitation. I'll give them that. Pell Grants must be reinstated in U.S. states and territories. I don't know why he threw that in there. But anyway, voting rights of all confined citizens serving prison sentences, pre-child detainees, and so-called ex-felons must be counted. Representation is demanded. All voices count. No. How about no? So out of these, this definitely. And the thing about voting rights, man, listen, I'm for being taken away your rights if you do felonies, man. That should be an incentive not to commit felonies. I don't get that. I don't know why nobody has ever brings this up in all these back and forths with all these people on TV. Nobody goes up like, hey, it should be incentive not to commit a felony so you'll lose your voting rights. You know what I mean? It should be a it should be a value you should cherish. So out of all these, 1 in 8. 2, you got to pick what side of the fence you want to be on. And that's it. Y'all going on strike. Prison strike, 2018. Now, some people will quote some European countries and say how sweet their prisons are. Everybody got one cell. They got cable TV. They get all types of rehabilitation, which is cool. They probably have less people to put in jail. But you could also go on the other end. You go to jails like China where you're out there breaking rocks. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for having a prison that would inspire these jokers when they get out never to come back again. They be like, damn, man, I ain't going to jail. That's how it should be like. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. That's how I feel. Anyway, this is Uncle Hotep. I'll talk to y'all later. Enjoy y'all day. Peace.